ask the Lord for change. On other days I want a couple bitches in a range. To balance being humble, being rich and being blessed. Struggle between the faith and the flesh, yeah nigga it's a mess. From me having a bucket to a fast car to speed out. Loving a woman holy from a chicken head to skeet out. I pull the meat out and I start writing these songs, knowing these kids are listening and I'm steering them wrong. Shit, when I was growing up, man, that's all I was told. To get your money, nigga, even if souls get sold. That's just a wish in the well, you be lucky to grow old. Without being the statistics on the world is so cold. Guns and butter, motherfucker, do you hear what I said? But if I ain't got a gun, these wheels will butter my bread. Rather than struggle with the world, I'll be imperfect instead. Learn the road as I go, but it rings in my head. It's riches, kicks and flings, riches makes and bling. Whips, mix and rings, it's all about just a ching. And the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Beyond cars, drove modes, money, hoes, and clothes. Rap, snaps, and flows, that's all a nigga knows. It's the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, Roman and countrymen. Between the years of 1 and 10, I pour my soul out with this pen. Through the years I've been around the world and back again. Amongst the outs and ins, I've seen enough to make a film. Cars and rim, coke in hand, glory seeing all within. The pop we call the planet Earth, bubbling like Uncle Ben. Stay on the level below the highs, above the lows. I stole my soul from hip-hop gypsies on an old and barren road. So as I rap to you, keep in mind I'm passing through every land I travel to. I write to reenact to you everything I see, hear, smell, touch, and taste. Live from God's grace, prison bars to outer space. Fucking the freedom, Benz, Beamers to watches. Guns, grammar, and gothic, it's all in the rhyme watch. These are my beats, rhymes, and life. Street crimes at night, whether you flee, fire, fight. Off the head, it's life, it's like